It's clear to see that I've improved my techniques from when we did the prelim task to when we did the final task. One way in which this is shown is the setting in which we chose to film our final task. In the prelim task, we just used the school, like the school lunchroom, in order to shoot a scene between what was supposed to be two adults asking each other to marry them. And this made it look very unprofessional because, first of all, the characters weren't of the right age, and secondly, the atmosphere was like completely drained because of the setting wasn't relative to our plot. And this meant in the final task we had to find places such as the storeroom, which was dark, in order to create a good use of, like, in order to create tension and atmosphere in the scene and to make it look much more professional. Our prelim task helped us to see that using teens to portray the role of adults was a very bad idea because it just made the scene look unprofessional and it was just unrelatable because the plot line was very aimed at an adult, mature audience, and seeing a kid do it wasn't exactly what you'd expect to happen. And this meant that we had to get an adult to act in our final thing, which also made it a lot better because the adult we chose had a lot better acting skills as well. In our prelim task, there was very little enigma, and our plot was very straightforward, which was one of the things what we aimed to improve in our final task. For example, we made sure that the character's identity created lots of mystery to the audience, as well as the role of the victims, making the audience wonder why he's aiming to get revenge against them and what they've done to him personally, if anything. The mise-en-scène has improved because in the prelim task, the characters was just wearing their casual clothes, which was supposed to be on a date setting, which they should have been dressed more smarter. But in our final task, we had the character in camouflage bottoms, which connotes that he could be like ex-military, which makes the audience understand where he gets some of his skills and ideas from, such as putting the gloves on to make sure that he don't leave any fingerprints. And he has an apron on too, which makes him look like, stereotypically you'd expect that to be from like an evil sort of character, although he's our protagonist. Finally, our shots, what we used, improved quite a lot because we was using extreme close-ups as well as montages, and we also used various effects on our final task when our shot range on our prelim task was very basic, such as like over-the-shoulder shots and shot reverse shots, which was pretty much all that we used.